What's happening, guys? This is James Blonde with MMOHuts.com. This time taking a quick first look at Battle Discs, a new cross-platform browser-based MMORPGs from Hazbeen Games. Now, this game is currently in an almost pre-alpha state, so there isn't a whole lot to show off just yet, but we'll go ahead and get to it. We'll go ahead and find a match here. Now, it has been taking a little while to find a match, but I've got to say the art style in the game is really interesting. The developers seem to really like the anime and the anime girls and nature theme. It's sort of common, but it doesn't seem to really be fully implemented yet. Oh, here we go. Alright, so the idea behind this game is to use your battle disc to capture all of the other opponent's battle disc, and to do so, you've got to glide over the enemy's battle disc when you're in the position to make a capturing glide. Now, if you're getting into capturing position, you can only move one space diagonally. And with regular battle discs, you have to position yourself in your opponent's direction, and at the same time, you want to prevent your opponent from making their captures, unless, of course, it puts you in a better tactical position to capture their battle discs more effectively. Like so. See, this is actually a really good move for me because it opens up the opportunity to land in the upgrade slot of my opponent's base, and now my opponent he's forced to upgrade my battle disc. See, whenever you make a play like this, the background changes. It's actually really cool. It really enhances the gameplay along with the music, if you haven't noticed already. But anyway, with my updated battle disc, I am now able to reposition myself in either direction, making this disc a far more effective tool in battle. Alright, so I've got to admit, the graphics in the game are honestly not that great. They seem a little bit outdated, but the game is still in alpha, so they do have some time to clean that up a bit before launch. Who knows, they may do a whole revamp on the whole thing. I do, however, like the UI. Basically, it isn't there, so you don't have, this cluttered screen all the time. Now, once you start to get good with your tactics, you can somewhat position yourself where you can execute a combo move. Now, these really put the hurt on the opponent. This is actually the only time when multiple discs can be captured during a single move, and even though the game is still in early development, every once in a while they have some really cool finishing moves. Alright, so let's talk about the controls. Now, I've got to admit, they can be a little hard to get used to. You have to move the mouse in order to move the arm. It's kind of like Surgeon Simulator, but with only one axis, right and left. So you swipe the mouse right and left, and then click to pick up a disc, and then click again to place it down. Actually, now that I think about it, the controls are probably challenging because if you notice, it's actually hard to see what you're doing. I mean, you can't tell when you're actually picking up your battle disc. You'd think they make the hands a little bit more transparent or something, so that way you can see what you're doing. Now, there is one thing about the game that I'm sad to have to point out, but it seems like it's a bit pay to win. Because in the cash shop, you can buy a defense tower that sets on top of your battle disc, and these defense towers are like $2 in real currency. And when you use them, that battle disc cannot be captured during that move, so it's basically a safe zone. But the drawback is you can't move that battle disc either, so it forces your opponent to move another disc without getting that capture. It's actually kind of broken. Anyway, guys, despite the fact that the game can be pay to win, it's still fun. I've played about 10 matches or so, and oddly enough, it's addicting. And later on, they plan on adding in an elo system for better matchmaking, as well as some RPG elements. But for now, they've got a lot of work to do. And with that said, if you're looking for more information about battle discs, check the link in the description below for the MMOHuts game profile. And until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.